A scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only hope. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR, party live. VCR, party live. VCR, party live. VCR, party live. And Melinda's.
Hello, Melinda's! Hi, everybody! Welcome to VCR Party, the show where
Happy VCR. You go.
The show where we watch VHS tapes.
That's it.
Yep.
Well, welcome back. It's Tuesday night. That means we're going to go through all of our old VHS tapes. And we start off with a Found Footage Festival classic every week.
Did you want to talk about the new color that we have behind us? We painted pink on the
yeah.
shelves.
I don't know if
Patreon
you
donations. Can you see it? Can you see the pink on the back?
Paint
All right,
is $45 a gallon. So thank you very much for the donations.
We're spending the money wisely.
Yeah, we're trying to get, we thought pink and green worked well. So give us some feedback. We've got 3 more shelves to paint pink. But
Does pink and green go together well?
all right.
What do we got?
That's what message boards are for.
They're just lighting up right now.
So, what made me think about this is we've been collecting clown dolls for the last few weeks, and this stemmed from when we were on tour doing a college show in Nebraska in a small town called.
I think you were doing
it. Was
it.
just
I wasn't
me,
there. Yeah.
But there was a small town, and they had a clown doll museum. So I went, talked to the curators, and they had thousands and thousands of clown dolls, and they said that if anybody had 15 or more clown dolls that they sent to them, they would get their own shelf with their name, a little plaque on it. Well, that started the quest for people to send us clown dolls.
And it seemed like an easy thing, but it's been slow going.
Yeah, we got 7 of them, and I was just in my hometown over the weekend and was looking at thrift stores. I found 1. So we're up to 8 now. I found this clown doll.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so, no, it is nice.
I feel like people who collect clowns, they hold on to them.
Yeah, I know.
I think you only get a clown doll at a thrift store or something when a clown collector dies.
Has died?
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are mostly haunted clown dolls by the spirit of the people who've died.
Right, exactly. There's death on all these clowns.
Yeah.
That's
part of the fun for us. And so
that clown museum must be full of death.
Oh, yeah.
This must be the most haunted museum on the planet.
Yeah. But it's fun, too. I'd recommend going.
Yeah, I remember the videos. It looked like a real fun time.
The fact that they didn't have any heat in there and the alarm was going off.
Oh, it looked like a ball.
And it's clown with a K, and when I asked the guy why they spelled it with a K, he goes, I guess I never thought about it. So, anyway, I think we're going to have a big announcement about our clown doll drive today.
I think we are.
Because we have a bunch of boxes that were sent that say, contains clowns.
Oh, okay.
Or one has a certain...
I think the post office makes you do that.
Yeah, they have to, it's a legal thing. And we have a couple that actually, like this one I just like says, clowns.
On all sides.
Yeah, on all sides. So I'm guessing this, here's a drawing here.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even see this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh. So, and this was sent priority 2 day. Anyway, I think we're going to go over the 15
We're
limit.
the best fans on the planet,
I know.
don't we?
And so thank you. We're going to open those later. But in the meantime, as part of the Found Footage Festival Classics, I wanted to show something off of our Volume 2 DVD. This is actually 1 and 2 as like a combo. But on Volume 2, we did a montage called Religious Medley. And it was a bunch of religious videos, including some moments from this, which is a giant tape. This is Clown Ministry. Discover the A's of Z's of a dynamic clown ministry. And it came with a tape, and it also came with a workbook. Have you seen this?
I've never paged through it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I have not paged through it.
There's a guy named Floyd, is it Floyd Schaefer? I think that's the guy. He's kind of a legend in the Christian clowning business.
Yeah, I love the name Floyd, too.
And you know, in honor of what I'm assuming is going to be a historic announcement about our clown drive, I put together a supercut of all the clown footage we've collected over the years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, so here's a bunch of clowns that we've collected over the years.
It'll get everybody, super pumped about our induction into the Clown Museum.
It's a little tease. We'll find out what happens later.
Everybody's going to get super pumped.
I am. So here's clowns. Oh, let me rewind a little bit.
Clowns, clowns, and more
Yeah,
clowns.
you know where we're going here.
Clowns, clowns, and more clowns.
I think they're funny.
They're crazy, but they're kind of neat.
But I don't know if
They seem so free. I think I'd like to try it sometime.
They seem so free.
All those people are right. Clowns are funny, crazy, neat, and free to do all kinds of things we might not ordinarily do. Clowns offer God's love through the joy promised by Jesus
By
Christ.
irritating people.
Get the Swami Beyond Ananda video cassette. Laugh along with the Swami as he
it's
holds
cover.
forth on such topics as truth decay and speed suffering as a way to pay
Speed
all
suffering.
your karmic debts quickly. This hilarious video cassette retails for 20
Truth,
I want-
decay, and speed suffering.
Truth decay? Oh, is
Yeah.
he religious?
Yeah.
Okay.
on the video
Well,
cassette.
it's
Laugh
new
along
agey.
with the Swami as he holds forth on such topics as truth decay and speed suffering as a way to
Speed
pay all your
suffering.
karmic debts quickly. This hilarious video cassette retails for $24.95 and
Hilarious.
is yours for only $4.95.
Came down real quick.
or my friend Swami Vito Ananda will come and break your aura.
Need a clown? Let Bumps and Grinds make that clown appear. Here's Chuckles the Puppeteer, the kind kids love. Wow, it's Moonbeam. His clowning
Wow.
around will make your party a great success.
We gotta call that phone number.
Golly
Oh,
wishes and
the best
hi,
is my
everybody.
favorite.
How are you today?
Golly
My name's
wishes.
Blueberry the Clown. And you know why we're here today? Why, we're here to learn to be very safe with Blueberry the Clown. Come on over here and show me those flowers. Besides, I need to have you show me where I'm at on this map. Come here. Just come on over here. Hey, Jessica, I think you got yourself into just a little bit
That
of
was
a
their
pickle,
edit, too.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, golly wishes.
By now taking your front two legs and putting them down inside that loop, almost as we have done with a dog with a sitting position,
I don't think clowns should have a
you now have a
goatee.
rabbit.
He's like Shakes the Clown.
Hello, I'm Dr. B. Wacko. See, I'm the head doctor. That's right. Yeah. Don't touch a covered part of a person. That's right. They could have a leg that has been amputated, or they could have a crushed foot or something. Another thing you don't want to do is ever tell somebody they're going to be feeling better.
When you enter
No,
the nursing
wouldn't
home,
wanna tell 'em that.
do not stand there with your group in a large cluster of clowns.
Classic.
Clowns can look rather intimidating
Large cluster.
if you see a lot of them in one place.
No, Jesus.
Get away! He's right to
You
be
remember,
scared.
No.
you'll be very safe with Blueberry the Clown. Bye, all. We'll see you around.
Even waves funny.
Bye, y'all.
Oh, he didn't include the
We'll
Blueberry
see you
song.
around. No, because it was already at 3.5 minutes or
Okay,
something. So I
okay.
think that was enough clowns.
I
as a
mean, that was
teaser, but-
fantastic. Nice work on that.
Yeah,
one.
so
we
that's
gotta
clowns.
read this. We really got to read this. There's so much stuff in here. There's so much. It's clown ministry. It's like there's a lot to
We
talk
could do
about.
an all-clown episode, I think.
a lot to talk about.
Because
in
we
here.
could do extended cuts of all those clowning videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's clown ministry.
Okay, so got something cool in the mail the other day from our buddy Bob, who's one of our best patrons. He hooked us up with our mouth. What are they called? Facial Flex
Facial
Ultras.
Flex Ultra. Yeah, we both have them.
He's on here. I'm not going to do it right now. But he hooked us up with this, and then I talked about my earwax. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
I think you talked about it both weeks.
Okay, I talk about it as much as I can.
Yeah.
Steve, can you bring up the photo of my earwax? So maybe like 15 years ago.
All right, you can take that off, Steve.
15 years ago, I couldn't hear out of one of my ears, so I went into this doctor, cleaned out my ears with this vacuum, and then he's like, "Do you want to clean out the other ear?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And he went in, and I could hear perfectly fine out of this ear, by the
Yeah.
way, but he still sucked out this. Steve, bring up the photo.
No, you don't have to put. Yeah, you don't
And
really have to put that up.
yeah, and anyway, so I told that story. I can't remember when, but then in the mail, I get this mysterious thing from Bob. It says, "A gift for you. Joe thought this might be helpful after last week's disgusting earwax display." And it's this.
It looks like a rotary nose hair trimmer.
That's what I thought it was at first.
Which you could also use.
And then on the side, it's also on this. I mean, don't get me started on nose hairs.
No,
I have a whole
I
other
won't.
thing about nose
Trust
hairs.
me, I won't.
It says nothing is invisible.
Okay.
Okay, and I still didn't know, so I popped it.
Nothing is
open.
It's very mysterious.
Yeah.
It's
It's
very
called
Theranos.
It's an ear endoscope.
Endoscope. Okay, people use that for colonoscopies and things like that.
Yeah, so that you can go into orifices.
Right.
And so here it is. I fired it up. I hooked it up to the Wi-Fi. We hooked it up to a camera, and I think we can give it a little test drive. And I think my ear is bleeding too. Like, do you see that?
It's red because you were poking at it.
Yeah, I've been playing around with this all day today. Steve, are you getting a shot of this?
Oh, unfortunately.
I'm gonna say that we,
Hold on.
we do.
Let me do left here. Hold
Okay.
on. Go ahead. You were saying
we
that?
do a Patreon. I will, if you donate $5. If we get up to, we're at I think like 1,000 a month. If we get up to 1,200 a month, we will never show this again. I'm gonna do that as an incentive to not have to hear about or see your bodily.
See, I had no idea I had ear hairs. I had no clue I even had ear hairs, and look at all those ear hairs.
Because you don't have a lot of armpit hairs, as
exactly.
regular viewers know.
Oh, look at there's some earwax.
They know you have butt problems. You had an earwax problem, and not a lot of armpit hair.
No, but so what I'm thinking is each week, since I have kind of an earwax problem,
right?
That each week we would see like week
Until
to week
we
like
get to
how much.
1,200.
I don't even want to do the Patreon thing. I think that we should just have this as a regular segment.
I'd like to have an
week.
incentive to stop it. Yeah, that would be my vote. If we get to
Really?
1,200 of
I thought it was interesting.
And then if we get to 1,300, we'll bring it back. How about that?
There we go.
Okay.
All right. You want to see my nose?
No, I do not.
Oh.
And we're gonna see a lot of hair that way.
Oh, look at there's a flake on it. Steve,
Steve, go back to the two-shot here.
Started.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Put it
Not
on.
with the
People
nose
want to see.
No one wants to see your nose.
I'm with Nick on
Like
this
a
one.
flake.
That was after your went in your ear. You put it in your nose.
Yeah,
We'll let the message boards tell us if they want to see it.
Thank you, Bob. This thing is so fun.
Yeah, thanks, Bob.
I mean, this
with
probably
patrons
costs
like
something.
these. It
basically
seems like an expensive device.
It's
but
basically a Q-tip that's really sticky on the end.
Yeah.
And with a camera right here and a light, and
okay.
I'm gonna play around with it.
Bob,
more
I'll take
today.
an Xbox One if you're out there. No, thank you. That was an interesting experiment. I hope we never do it again. Just real quickly, we've been working on for the past year Volume 9 of our show. We do a show every couple of years where we take all our greatest footage, we polish it, we go meet the people in the videos, and then we take it on the road for a year. We're debuting Volume 9 in Calgary at the Calgary Underground Film Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Just announced today, I think it's April 25th. And then we're going to do our dirty show after dark the next night.
Yeah, and that's a big reason we're not touring much, because we're working on Volume 9 right now. It's coming together, and it's looking good. I think it's going to be our best one ever.
I'm really excited about it. And if you want to see us kind of work out some of the stuff we're doing for Volume 9, we're kind of going to do test versions of it in Brooklyn on April 11th at the Alamo Draft House, April 12th in Philadelphia if you want to see us test it out, and then we'll bring it everywhere. So.
Yeah, I think maybe like this May or June we'll do like a test run in some cities, and
we'll have
see
a DVD.
how it goes. Yeah.
So if you want us to come to your city, put in the comments, the message boards, write where we should come and what venues. If you
tell us the venue. That's always the hard part.
We play a lot of like black box theaters, like
rock clubs. We
movie
do rock
theaters.
clubs.
Yeah.
And we do mom and pop theaters. And,
anywhere that has a screen and a couple mics is really all we need. So.
Yep. So a couple other quick updates before we jump into this interview with Mike Drucker, a video game guy. So I was in Los Angeles last week, and I'm going to be spending a lot more time in Los Angeles. My wife got a job at a TV show out there, so I'm going to be bouncing back and forth. And I spent the whole week out there last week, and I called up Harvey Sid Fisher, the guy who created Astrology Song, the singer-songwriter, who he also made a public access video where he sang a song for each sign of the zodiac. And
you've seen him in the tuxedo singing Papa
it's a legendary
Pisces.
video. Yeah,
we play it a lot in our shows.
Yeah,
so,
and it goes back to like the tape trading days where people were trading around tapes, and then I don't know, I think he has like a couple million hits on YouTube. And anyway, he left his phone number up at the end of the video, and we called it, and he answered, and on the first ring, answered immediately. And so every time we go to Los Angeles, we call him up and we go golfing with him. He's a big golfer. So I called him up this week to go golfing with him. And oh man, it never disappoints. We hit the par 3.
Was he wearing a bathrobe?
No,
Okay.
no, but he was very relaxed. He was wearing like all orange and like orange Crocs. And,
okay.
But
he's a real life Lebowski, really.
He's the best, and he always has beer. He always has booze and beer in his golf carrier thing. And
You got a little man crush, don't you?
I do. I want to be him in the future.
Yeah.
So, and all of his clubs are from his friends that have died. Because he's pushing 80.
His golf clubs are?
Yeah, all of his golf clubs. So his friends die, and then they give him their golf clubs. So he has one golf club from each one of his friends. Because he's like pushing 80 now.
Yeah.
And he goes, actually, he told me this long story. He goes, Shelley Winters, the old-timey actress, Shelley Winters, he goes, she died not too long ago, and her daughter asked me if I wanted her clubs. And actually, that putter you're using right now, Joe, that's Shelley Winters' putter. So I used Shelley Winters' putter last week. Yeah.
And then how'd you do? Did it bring you luck? Or?
It did. Actually, it was really good. Yeah, I shot good.
Say a little prayer for Shelley and yeah. Wow. So Harvey said,
and then one more story, and I'll tell more stories.
Okay.
I shot a whole interview with him, but at one point he yelled at this woman who was taking pictures of clouds. She had 2 dogs that were wild, and she was taking pictures of clouds, and she was on her cell phone, yapping.
And that offended him?
And Harvey goes, look, lady, if you're going to be there shooting clouds, you can't do it. You either have to walk away right now. And it got really confrontational.
Well, he yelled at me.
And I pulled up my camera and tried to record it.
Oh, yeah?
Well, we talked about if he likes you or not.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see his
I'm not going to tell you
that.
one way or the other right now.
Yeah,
but,
I have a feeling he's going to be like, you know what, he didn't. I tried to give him instructions on how to drive at the driving range, and he just wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
It felt like I was in gym class all over again.
Yeah.
But
I love the guy.
Yeah.
Future me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that interview is coming up in maybe next week or maybe the week
you know
after
what?
that.
Next week we'll play a little bit from Harvey Sid Fisher, maybe the video, and then we'll.
He's a legend.
Okay.
He's an absolute
I'm told too we're having issues on Facebook. Is it playing at all on it? It just is not broadcasting on Facebook. Weird. Okay. Well, hopefully you found us on YouTube. I don't know why that is.
We'll have to upload it later.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
It'll be on Facebook eventually.
Yeah. If you're seeing this now, it's not even worth mentioning.
Nope.
But
carry on.
Another thing that happened. Well, you know what? Let's just get into this other. We'll talk about Rumsey's visit later.
Oh yeah,
I was going to tease
that.
that.
Let's get into this interview.
Did you mention EP mode or?
No, but we're going to. If you're a $10 and up Patreon backer, we've been doing this monthly show called EP Mode. We had a vote last week between John and Johnny, One Kid's Opinion, the Disneyland review, and Kirk's 40th birthday. And you voted, and by only 2 votes, Kirk's 40th birthday won. This is the home movie found in Marshfield, Wisconsin.
You really chose wisely. I mean, this is so great.
There's Kirk's 40th. Do you want to just play a quick clip?
Yeah, toss it in.
And if you're a $10 patron, on Friday or Saturday, we will post us watching the entire video.
I don't even really know what scene this is.
I don't either. We're just playing it from where it left off.
And it'll be gold wherever it lands.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, check this out!
All right, let me get a close up here. I got a Rick and old lady beating the old lady.
6, 7, 5.
The smoke coming out of his.
Danny and Kelly were there 2 years ago on the score or something.
Attention-starved kids.
He said they're going to be hitting.
Definitely.
All right. Well, okay. Yeah. So we will be watching the entire Kirk's 40th birthday, which we haven't seen since we found it. I don't think.
No.
In its
I
entirety.
remember it starts off really strong, then maybe then it tapers off. It's in a loud party for a long.
They smoke pot and watch ZZ Top videos.
No, they listen to ZZ Top, I think. Yeah.
I know they're watching the video
Are
of
they?
ZZ Top. It's like one of those where you could buy the music videos of your favorite band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then it ends very strong.
It ends strong. Yeah. So this was from May 1992, so it's coming up on an anniversary for it. I'm glad you guys picked it. If you had your heart set on one of the other videos, they will be eligible next month. So thank you for voting. The one thing I wanted to mention before we get into our special guest for Show and Tell is that November 2007, was it, where we did this Entertainment Weekly project. We heard that they were going to make a Full House box set. For the first time, every episode of Full House was going to be on DVD. And so we pitched Entertainment Weekly. We said, we have a very high tolerance for watching a lot of mind-numbing content, and we're the right people to review this box set for you. And we pitched the idea that we would watch every episode in a row without stopping, which was going to be 3.5 straight days. And keep a diary of that to post in the magazine. And it seemed like a good idea, but we kind of went batty during this process.
Yeah. Yeah, it started off fine.
Yeah.
And I think the first season we actually enjoyed watching.
We were like, oh, maybe this show wasn't so bad. And we should also say,
Full House started off strong.
Neither of us had seen the show before. I mean, you know about it through osmosis, but we weren't the target demographic when Full House was out. So this was kind of watching them cold from a perspective of people who shouldn't be watching Full House.
Yeah, but we recorded after we finished an episode, we recorded just us talking about that episode.
Because we had credits, and then the opening credits, we had that amount of time to give our thoughts.
Yep, and we wrote down notes, and we made observations, and so we took all that footage. It's been sitting on a shelf for so long.
We couldn't bear to watch it.
Yeah, we had our pal Dina watch it all and edit it together into 3 different parts. And each part is very different. Like the first part is kind of like we're happy,
optimistic.
We're having a good time.
Lots of laughs.
And then the second one, you start to see it turn a little bit. And by the third one, like we've lost it.
Yeah.
Like just our will to live.
There's a part where here's the box
gone.
set, and this is, you can see like it comes in a replica of the house. And at one point, I'm wearing this on my head. I think you had fallen asleep for a couple hours.
Well, that's how we did it. We did it like one person always had to be awake. The other person could sleep for a couple hours.
It was like 2 hours was the maximum.
Yeah,
I think.
exactly. Because it was physically impossible to stay up for 3.5 days.
Yeah, and
for us, at least.
So we hadn't watched this footage. Dina today came and dropped off her cut, and what we're going to do is, if you're a $5 and up patron, we'll post these each week we'll post one episode. They're each about 5 minutes. You get to see what happened. But she cut together a short synopsis of the entire
Are we going to watch
segment.
it today?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to watch that after the...
No, I'm going to pop it in right now.
All right, cool.
So, here's some of just some highlights from or lowlights from our Full House experiment, our marathon, 3.5 days. Let me rewind it just so you can see the exposition here, and hear the MIDI song.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, we just got done watching the unaired pilot episode.
Joey's first impression was within 9 minutes.
Thanks, Rocky. How embarrassing.
Have Mercy was within 15 minutes, so they started it off right away with the catchphrases.
Have mercy.
I didn't like seeing Dave Coulier kiss somebody. I'll go on record as that. Saget's lankiness is starting to bother me.
One classic line from Kimmy Gibbler, he's a real geek burger with cheese. A geek burger with cheese. Cut it out. I don't know what the it is. I know cut and I know out. I don't understand what the it is. Cut
what would you
it
use?
out.
What would you use?
I don't know. I don't have any better suggestions. I'm just saying I don't know what it is.
Well, when you do, then you can criticize.
This is one of the greatest episodes of all time. It was the Beach Boys episode, the much coveted Beach Boys episode.
There's a Beach Boys concert. DJ wins tickets over the radio, can't decide who to bring, and the Beach Boys bring their limo.
They didn't even care to explain why they came over to the stranger's house to jam with their latest hit, Kokomo, in their living room. No explanation for it at all. They didn't even bother to do that.
Yeah, and all it takes is one Full House episode to tarnish an entire musical legacy.
It's starting to become cliche now. There are too many reoccurring things that I've just seen way too many times. Elvis, I'm tired of the whole Elvis thing. Jingles, their whole jingle writing thing. Bullwinkle impressions. There have been so many Bullwinkle impressions.
You know, for an entire series based on the memory of this dead mother, wasn't wowed by her, gotta say. We have this many done, and we have this many to go, so we are less than halfway, but making a dent. This feels pretty... Oh, man. What else? Oh, Michelle did a little dance that you legitimately enjoyed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of funny whenever she comes in and she does this little dance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, on a primal level, maybe.
Very special episode. Episode 76. They tackle anorexia. Deej has an anorexia.
I don't know if they tackle it as much as gloss over it in a simplistic way, but yeah.
Dave Coulier, Uncle Joey has his mullet again. Like, how did he go back to the mullet after not having it?
Boy.
Still angry.
Oh, hyperventilating.
The bile is still bubbling towards the...
Oh, man, I almost passed out from hyperventilating because I was just like breathing so hard and...
The thing ends with a fully produced, shot on film music video, uncut. It's the entire 2.5-minute song.
It's so
forever
cheeseball. It's so awful. It's him looking off in the distance with his shirt unbuttoned down to his chest with his pecs out and just kind of like, and his kids are in it with this cheesy like green screen thing with the kids flying up in the air. Painful, so painful. Kimmy learning Spanish because she and Deej are going to Spain, and she's getting tired. She's learning Spanish. She goes, "El slipo bego pleaso," and then.
And the writer of that joke took his $200,000 a year, went home, slept in his mansion, and had no problem sleeping at night after writing "El slipo bego pleaso." I'm really starting to dread the lessons at the end of each episode.
You're right. I'm scared.
Not starting, but I'm well into dreading the lessons.
There's a Muppet Babies reference in there, and that's actually the only note I have. What was it? Lip wrestling with the...
Stud puppy.
Oh, stud puppy.
Woo! We did it!
Oh! Everywhere you look, there's a way in your heart. It's a heart.
Still don't know the lyrics. And we will close the box.
And this is it.
Put it back.
Everywhere you look.
Created by Jeff Franklin.
Yeah,
that was... It's easy to watch now, but it was so grueling by the end of it.
Yeah, so the full versions will have all the details, all of our insights.
Plus statistics. We counted every catchphrase,
every single impression that Joey does.
Yep, we have a scroll of all those on there. So we'll post those every week. Maybe I'll post the first one at the end of this week.
We're just doing God's work. That's all we do, right? That's all we do is God's work.
Yeah. That was a long time ago, but and I didn't want to revisit it, but it was fun to watch with that hindsight now.
Yeah, I can't set my sideburns in it, and not having a beard, because the beard really, it's here to cover up the second chin.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm watching my second chin the entire time.
Yeah, that's why we couldn't edit this. We had to give it to Dina.
Yeah.
Okay, so look forward to that. I'm excited about tonight's guest, though.
Yes.
I don't think we really teased it much, but I guess you mentioned who it is, right?
Well, yeah, it's Mike Drucker, this guy who we've known for a long time. He's a writer on Samantha Bee, and he does this weekly show called Shit Arcade. No, a quarterly show called Shit Arcade, where he collects really bad video games. He used to work at Nintendo for a while, and his show is it's so great. He just brings on really shitty games, and he plays it with other comedians.
Right.
And so he did that for our segment that we're going to show you here.
Yeah, we pre-taped this, but here's Mike Drucker and us watching video game footage and playing crappy video games.
Here we are, Mike Drucker.
Hello, this is me.
Finally.
We've
been for the last 7 months or so. We've been going back and forth, trying to find a time. We found a time.
We found a time.
Here we are.
Last second, rescheduling.
Exactly.
I am here now.
Here we are. Yes,
Highly
finally.
demanded.
And we got video game stuff galore because you're a video game guy.
I'm a huge video game guy. That's right.
You do a quarterly show called Shit Arcade.
Shit Arcade. I buy really bad games. I go to used stores, Goodwill, almost kind of what you guys do with VHS tapes.
Yeah.
And I buy the worst games of all time, and I make comedians play them live. And
What constitutes a shitty game?
It's hard, and I think it's probably similar to what you guys do in that you have to find a game that's both clearly bad but also captivating. A lot of really bad games are just boring, so an audience is like, we get it, we don't want to keep watching this.
Right.
So you have to find a game that is not fun to play but visually fun to watch someone struggle with, while at the same time having some sort of connective tissue that the audience can sort of be like, I know what this should, you know what I mean? A game that you can't beat a level on.
Right.
The Wayne's World game, it's almost impossible to beat the first level in it. So one, people know Wayne's World and they're like, that's weird, that's a Wayne's World game. And two, as people are playing it, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
And was clearly made by people who have never actually seen Wayne's World. They were clearly given a bunch of stills from the movie and a basic outline.
Did you bring that one today?
I brought that one today.
Oh, okay. We'll play it
totally
later
play
on.
that one,
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna play a bunch of games with Mike. He brought a modded out SNES
classic,
a little platform thing. So I can't wait.
Well, we wanted to show you some VHS, video game related VHS stuff, which you may or may not have seen. But are you familiar with this tape, the video game guide?
I have seen this cover. I've never watched this tape.
Yeah, well, I just want to show you the intro. It's very high energy, believe it or not.
Please.
This is the American Players Magazine.
Have we ever shown this on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, we have?
Briefly
Okay.
as part of our salute to nerds.
Yeah.
But, yeah. This was 1989.
Nice.
This is Nintendo games. Some of the games featured on here. Well, I think you'll see. Here. We got Legendary Wings, Adventures of Lolo.
Yep.
It sounds like no Nintendo first-party stuff. They probably couldn't license the Nintendo games themselves. So here's the energy with the high-energy teenagers who are going to take us through these video games from 1989.
I'm so excited to see this.
This is good.
They're way too high energy for like video game players. At least the kids.
There he goes.
At least the kids I played video games with.
The Video Game Guy.
Oh, man.
And now, here's the captain of the All-Star team, Ron.
Welcome, I'm Ron, and I'm the captain of the All-Star team. Now let's meet my teammates.
Oh, man.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
Hi, I'm Bob.
Hi, I'm James.
Yo, dudes, hi, I'm Sharon.
That's it. That's the introduction.
Yo, dudes. Hi, I'm Karen.
Yo, dudes.
They all have like old people names too, like Ron, a teenager named Ron.
Karen, that's just some of the team that's going to take us through these Nintendo tricks, and then it gets real boring from there.
Right.
The way you described bad Nintendo games was exactly how we describe our bad VHS tapes.
Right,
so like
yeah.
that's 100% is
Because there's so many examples of things that are just outright boring, or like you're just like, someone made this and it's whatever.
Yeah.
So it's. I love your dog so much.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's barking at a burger.
He's barking at fries in a bag.
Yep, great instincks.
I don't blame him one bit.
It's because if it's not bad in the right way, then it's just boring for everybody involved.
Right.
So,
But if it's like I've also had games that go the other way where I'm like, this game's terrible, and I could tell as people are watching, they're like, this isn't bad. So and it's weird too, because when immediately it starts looking good and appearing fun, the audience loses that way. Like that way, the audience is like, I would play this.
Right. Yeah. It can't look too good either.
It can't look too good. It can't look too bad.
So you used to work for Nintendo?
I worked for Nintendo of America.
Was that your first job, like before you got into comedy?
No, I was doing comedy at that time, and I was getting jokes on like Weekend Update. I was writing stuff for The Onion, and I applied for a couple staff jobs, and they just weren't happening. And I was really frustrated in comedy, and I didn't want to quit comedy, but I wanted to do something that wasn't like being an assistant on a show while freelancing for a show. I felt like I just wasn't moving up at all. And I got this job offer at Nintendo, and I was kind of like, love Nintendo. I've loved Nintendo since I was a kid, and I kind of felt like a good, sidestep move to make. Kind of like, okay, I'll break out of this. I feel like I'm stuck right here.
What was your job?
I was a localization writer, so I worked with a Japanese translator, and I made games make sense in English.
Oh.
So I'd rewrite scripts, I'd rewrite jokes, and there's always this like feeling from like hardcore fans. They're like, it should be exactly the same as the Japanese.
Yeah.
Which sounds good in theory, but is one of those things where it's often things you just don't have the cultural context. So someone will say something to you, or like a character say something that you could translate literally and grammatically, but then you'd read it and you'd be like, I have no idea what you're saying. Like, at times they'd be like, this character talks with like a hardcore, like a rough and tumble accent, and you can't just translate an accent. You have to be like, okay, is that like a Brooklyn-y accent or is that like an old-timey like hard guy accent, or are they tough now?
But I feel like that job didn't exist for a long time with video games, and so what was the all your base belonged?
All your base belonged to us.
But you would correct that, right? That would be your job, is to correct that.
Also,
phrase.
And you work with a translator who knows things in English. It's just someone who like knows Japanese so well, and they can be like, okay, this is the situation with this. So here's the exact literal translation, but also like here's cultural things you might be missing. Like this is a reference to a very popular maybe like boy band in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh,
and so you
see.
might want to like rewrite it to reference, not necessarily like in sync, but it's sort of like this is what they're going for, and here is why someone might not understand it in America.
Because, the Final Fantasy subtitles never made any sense.
Right.
Like, Final Fantasy VII, it'd be like Shadow of the Blade Wind, And so I feel like the localization for that didn't really translate for those.
Yeah. And what Nintendo does well that not every company does is Nintendo has a large localization team. So if you're on a big game like a Final Fantasy game, there might be like 3 or 4 people working on it.
Oh, okay.
So
like a JRPG would have a lot of staff
Right.
to get it right. Okay.
And in the 90s, you'd often have like one person whose entire job was to do it on a deadline. So like even very talented translators or localizers would kind of just like speed through it because they have to get it out the door. So there's a lot more care that's put into localization.
So you probably got you got to play a lot of games then.
I got
Probably,
to play a lot of games.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a,
sweet
and
gig.
it's a super good company, by the way.
Yeah.
Totally was happy there, have friends there. Like, it's not even like I'm afraid to disparage them. It was genuinely one of the best workplaces I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you got hired on at some other comedy
I got hired
gig
on to do video game comedy for a website, and it paid a lot more money.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So long Nintendo.
So I went
Okay.
there, and then when I was there, I got hired at Fallon, which is when we met.
Right.
Yep.
There we go. Should we keep watching? Let's keep
Yeah,
watching
let's do
videos.
all
'cause then-
videos,
let's do all videos first.
and
All right.
then we'll switch over to video
I
games.
found this one today. It's Computer Warriors. Are you familiar with it at all?
No.
Okay.
But I see it's Mattel.
Yeah, Mattel put this out, and this is like right. I think this is coming off of like Transformers or something, like where they're really advertising hard to kids.
Yeah.
And it's an animated thing, and it's like they're all basically Transformers. It's a ripoff of Transformers.
Wow.
No Transformers in this at all. Mattel, did they do Transformers?
It felt like that was Hasbro, but
It might have been. Yeah. I have no idea.
Anyway, there's no Transformers here.
There's no
But
Transformers.
there are things that transform. So
Okay.
the way this video kicks off is with a commercial. There's like commercials within commercials of this thing that's really a commercial.
Right.
So just count the commercials.
I want to point out that the box says "Expect the unexpected."
Oh yeah,
and it's trademarked.
It's trademarked. Yeah. I don't see it at the top.
they're the only ones that
Yeah.
can use that phrase.
Viruses are attacking the world's
here it is.
computers, and the computer warriors have been generated to stop them.
Yeah.
A soccer trophy changes into
this
an
isn't
evil
that old. This is what,
technotank,
early
forcing
90s?
the computer warriors down.
89.
Oh wow, it
The
looks a
computer
little.
He
warriors
comes out of a can of
fight back
Pepsi.
That's
and
actually really
deliver
cool
a
to me.
direct
Yeah, I like
hit.
that.
But the viruses keep
I
coming.
might even remember
so the
that
computer
Pepsi toy
warriors
and
convert
wanting
a
it.
clock into a digital laser blaster and wipe out the virus air attack.
Toy commercials are the coolest.
Computer
aren't they?
Commercials are so cool.
Oh yeah.
Like those are all the things that transform.
that
Soccer
looks,
ball.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want to see if that's on eBay. And buy
Yeah, I
some.
know. Those look great.
Yeah, and then it goes into the movie.
And it's
Mattel
a movie.
Toys presents.
Oh, it's a whole movie.
Yeah, it's a
I
whole
didn't
movie.
realize it was a movie.
Yeah, but like a Pepsi can, like it just sits there. Like at least
Yeah.
Transformers, like they move around in cars and
Well,
everything.
boombox.
I guess Megatron was a gun, right?
Yeah.
Soundwave was what?
A boombox,
Oh, boombox.
right?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
like
right.
a
Yeah.
cassette
Okay.
tape boombox.
Yeah,
Yeah. I have one that's I want to move into the board game realm
Oh,
here,
please.
if that's okay. So this is we don't really dabble in Kickstarter videos, but we made an exception when we found this one called Centerpiece.
Okay.
This was a couple years ago, a podcast that I listened to about board games called The Secret Cabal. They pointed this out. And so I went and watched it, and we got obsessed with the video for this game called Centerpiece.
We must have watched it 50 times.
And then I'll tell you the story a little bit more about it, but I want to show you the entirety of the Kickstarter video pitching the board game.
I think it's important that we remain silent for
Yeah.
this too, so you can hear all the words.
Hello, welcome to the Centerpiece clip. Okay, this is the original game board done on a 167K Super Paint, I believe a Macintosh program.
I haven't edited this. This is exactly how it was.
First of 2000. This was the cover for the book Hardway and Dancer.
You following?
Take a left turn.
Okay.
One of the sample pages. And this is the cover for the book Who's Chasing Whom. If you look in the bottom center right, you can see a globe.
Not edited.
It's like a new book. You have to unfold the board game.
Unfold the board game.
This is how you unfold a book, you know.
Which is not.
Like, you know how a new book goes?
Right.
Unfold them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Michael McKean's there.
Okay. Then it goes in the center.
That's it. That is how the.
So you sold? You want in?
You want to buy a copy?
What if it was actually amazing? Like it was incredible.
So wait. Before you get to that, I just want to show you, read you a little bit from the Kickstarter. You want to put up the page one? We'll put it up on there so the audience can see. But the centerpiece, small box holds a full-size board game.
Great.
Supercharged Monopoly. That's what board gamers want nowadays.
Yeah.
Dice fall off box, the game travels in. White and black poker chips get pulled apart and put together. What more do you need to know?
What does that mean?
I don't know. Well, $615 raised of $10,000. It was unsuccessful,
That
unfortunately.
makes me feel so sad.
And then you go to the About page. That's the second page on there. And it says, the very first corner states, divide your game parts. What made that work are 5 no/rest circles added to select spaces. We're not picking up midway. This is the first paragraph.
No, I'm looking at it.
They take away the choice of which game piece to move. Before adding those circles, catch-22s would happen. A different space states, exchange your bank of feathers.
It's like AI made it. Is it like artificial intelligence wrote this?
I'll just read the one final page. These are risks and challenges. I keep a few game boxes in my car's back window. Creating sales proved tough for me. Hate to hear the word no, and it's not as fun as unlocking secrets. One restaurant.
That's my favorite line. Read it one more time.
Creating sales proves. Hate to hear the word no, and it's not as fun as unlocking secrets.
That's like what a serial killer says.
Yeah.
The Zodiac Killer said that.
One restaurant placed 5 games, near where people pay. All 5 disappeared. I never even restocked them. Example of really bad marketing skills. Yet, I'm really looking forward to direct mail customers. Lee Mothes and I work well together. I keep designing projects, for him to paint. So, did not fund, unfortunately.
I will say that the description of the board game under the About, I think, is how when you try, well, not you specifically, but like whenever I try to explain board game rules to someone who doesn't play board games, where I'm like, okay, so you take your box of feathers, but that's, okay, but there's another deck, and before you touch that deck, you need to roll both die, but not the red one, and then you reach over, like that's what it sounds like.
I sort of feel like that was your job at Nintendo,
that was
too,
sort of
wasn't
my job
it?
at Nintendo, to be like, okay, here you go.
Poker chips pull apart.
Poker chips pull apart?
Yeah.
No, pull apart the poker chips.
What are you not understanding?
So of course we funded that so that we could get some copies of it.
Oh my God.
And I got one, and Nick got one for me, and he got one for our friend JC, but then our friend JC got one too.
Yeah.
And then so Nick ended up, you had like 4 copies.
Yeah, it was
of
the gift of the
Centerpiece.
Magi. We had all bought them for each other for Christmas without realizing it.
And so here it is. This is the actual game here.
Oh my God.
Let me hold up the cover.
Put the cover up.
Here.
Yeah. And let's unfold.
The art's good. I like the art on it.
And also, like,
so we did that. We showed this in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
Recently, last summer at when Origins was going on.
Game
the Origins.
Fair.
Yeah. And this guy came up to us who was a big gamer.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Let me look at the instructions," because he said I think he was like super smart or something.
Yeah.
He came up to us. He's like, "I think I figured out this game."
Yeah.
And so we let him look at the instructions for a little while, and he kept. I think he was deciphering it.
Yeah, he tried to figure it out, but I mean, I've given this to other gamers, and no one's been able to successfully explain it.
So here it is. I mean,
is nutso.
Yeah. So you can kind of see through it that way.
Oh. And the game didn't fund, so we had to just privately email him to get these copies. So this is not a commercially released game, and you can pry this copy from our cold dead hands.
Yeah.
I feel like in 2,000 years, like an archaeologist will find this, and it'll be like when you see those old board games in museums where they're like, we don't know the rules, but we assume that it was an example of how they demonstrated culture.
Ancient Sumerians must have played this. Yeah.
Do you think if you went to jail for like the rest of your life and they gave you one copy of this game, you could figure it out by like the end of your sentence?
I kind of feel like I would just make new rules for it.
That might be it. It's just a little toy box.
Remember he was talking about the poker chips that pull apart?
Yeah.
This is the poker chips that pull apart here. So he actually did.
A little Velcro, yeah.
So let me just show here. There's the poker chips.
It all makes sense now, right?
Yeah.
This is also such a fascinating box.
Velcro.
Yeah.
Like there's I don't know if you can see this, but there is a son wearing a necktie with a knight on it, like a chess knight.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a moon that's smoking a pipe with hearts.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And then bees and dice on fire. Like this game.
Together at last.
Feathers or money.
Yeah.
I know that like I'm often a theme player,
Right.
and that can be frustrating to people who like rules.
Right. Sure.
So like for me, I'm like, oh, I like vampires. I'll play a vampire game. but I'm so fascinated to know what the theme of this is.
Yeah.
I know.
There's
It's
a vague
everything.
sort of
The
nature
theme is
theme,
everything.
but I don't know. Beyond that,
No, there's a lot of feathers. Yeah, there's feathers. That's the currency.
Sun, feathers, yeah. So we still haven't figured that out. We're not giving up yet.
Yeah.
If you solve it, it could be the best game
I
of all
know.
time.
Here's hoping.
I feel like a portal would open. You know, like all right, are you familiar with this at all? Secret
Yes,
video game?
I'm actually very familiar with
Yeah.
it. Yep.
Did you have it when you were a video game player?
I think
or, like,
I had a friend who had it.
Okay, and you would watch it and learn stuff. It's the most tedious video of all time.
Oh, they all are.
They're so tedious because they show you just the and the cheat codes aren't even that good.
No.
You know, it's like there's one for is it Ring King, the boxing game?
Yeah.
Where you do this cheat code and it would make you not be able to die.
Yeah.
Or not be able to get hit.
Right, invulnerable.
But that's not fun, is it?
I don't think so. I remember the God mode in
right?
Doom was pretty fun,
Yeah,
but
I think it's for like a lot of these tapes are for kids who just want to get through a game.
Yeah. But there would be a super long code, and it'd be like, this gives you 3 extra guys.
Yeah.
Well, what was, it's not worth the amount of time entering the code before the select screen is done.
I think the best cheat of all time is, Contra's great. That was perfect.
That's
They
a
gave you
classic.
30
Yeah.
players, and that's what you needed to. But remember the Mario Brothers one where you jumped on the duck that was coming down that one was so cool.
was so
Because
great.
that was like skill that you had
Yeah.
to like, and then you got rewarded for Infinity Guys.
I also like you called it the duck.
Yeah?
Yeah, the classic Mario Brothers duck.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
It's a Koopa, I think you're thinking of when you jump on
turtle?
the shell a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, is that Koopa?
It's a Koopa.
Okay, sorry. I think it's called the
Don't
duck.
be sorry, it doesn't matter.
I'm pretty sure it's the duck.
That's right, it's the duck.
All right, so here's the game Rambo.
But if you want to see,
And this is a code that you can see the ending of the game.
Oh, cool.
here's some earlier stages
I think
of
this is a
Rambo.
famously bad game.
If you want to
yeah?
see the ending, here's a password.
Here's the password.
Small y, capital D, small a, capital B, small p, small c.
I will say,
7, 1,
what I've always
small
loved about
J,
all of these videos
capital
is they often
Q,
have music from the
0,
game.
Yeah.
And as a
capital
child,
A,
and I still
small
do,
U,
I love video game
capital
music.
T, 3,
So as a kid, like, I would just be like,
capital D, small
Yeah.
this is so
N,
great.
small
Yeah.
F,
Yeah.
capital W, 3, capital U, capital
write this
K,
down?
Yeah, I better.
capital P, capital Y,
Take a screenshot of it.
small V,
Couldn't be
4,
simpler.
small G, capital G, 5.
This is like everyone's
capital
Wi-Fi password.
W, capital H.
Thank you, Rambo.
Uh-huh.
Well, you don't even need to put in the code.
Right.
The ending is right here.
So there it is. That's how you win the game.
Oh, wow.
Good for
Well,
Rambo.
We learned, yeah.
Have you seen the Akari Warriors cheat before?
No.
Oh, I mean that's a legendary one.
Yeah.
Like at least on this show.
Yeah.
We've shown it before, but if
And
you haven't seen it, you got to
check
see
it out.
it.
We met one of the guys who was. Are you showing another?
I'm going to show it.
Oh, okay.
we
Let's
have
watch
2
it,
copies
yeah.
of it, so I queued up both
got it.
Rambo
Wow.
and
Oh, wow.
the Akari Warriors. Another very tedious one.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of tedium, so.
And this is a Blockbuster rental. It said on the actual tape. So
yes.
yeah.
So here's the Akari Warriors. Are you familiar with Akari
I
Warriors?
am familiar with the Akari Warriors. Oh, I like this transition.
To be able to select any level on Akari Warriors, when the player selection mode comes on the screen, type in this code. Up, down, A, B, left, right, A, B, up, A, down, right, left, B, up, left, A, right, B, left, right, A, left, up, A, down, A, right, left, B, press start.
There it is. You can select any level now.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
That is harder than playing that game. I can't
You'll
imagine.
now be able to select any level.
I have some fun with it here.
What?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'll do it slow for demonstration purposes.
Yes, please.
Up, down, A, B, left, right, A,
It's like 10 more minutes.
The most of the running time of that video
down,
is the Akari
right.
Warriors.
I know that we're putting this on
left,
for comedy, but this is the
E,
first time I've known
up,
why people like
left.
ASMR.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
just
just
so,
sort
like-
of comforting to you.
Just like
and,
up,
yeah.
down.
Like you can just
right.
watch this on a loop. Like
Yeah.
you go to bed, right?
Right.
Like,
Up, A,
It is. So I mean, you either had to
down,
subscribe to
A,
Nintendo Power and get
right,
these codes,
Yeah.
or
left,
get a Game Genie, or I
B,
guess buy
start.
these videos. or rent from Blockbuster.
So I guess you would play the game while you're watching this, right? Like that'd be
I
the
suppose
idea,
you had
right?
it
I
queued
feel like
up,
you'd keep
yeah.
pausing it, or like maybe you'd write it down.
You'd write it down, yeah. Do you have one more to show, or is that it?
That's all I got.
Should we pop in yours, Mike? You
Yeah.
brought us a tape,
I have
right?
not queued it up
Okay.
because I have not watched it in a very long time, so if it does not work, I apologize. But this is Game Player's Konami game tape. It's actually made by the company Konami. And so they have things for, I think, like Castlevania 2.
Contra, is that on there?
I forget if Contra's on there.
Yeah.
I think Blades of Steel's on there.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Blades of Steel, which has like the best game opening, where they had a voice clip and they were like, Blades of Steel!
Right.
Yeah. Are they the ones that did Double Dribble?
Yep.
Yeah, I
okay,
remember
they did
that
same
one,
thing.
yeah.
And that
Double
sound file
Dribble.
took up more space than most of the game.
Yeah. I played Double Dribble all the time. I love that game. Because I remember the graphics being so awesome with the
They were
dunking.
beautiful.
Bayou Billy.
Castlevania.
Oh, so these are good games.
Yeah, these are pretty
now
good
we're
games.
talking
Konami
about
was good, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Castlevania alone.
Konami's was a good company. Now it's kind of
Game tape.
very much fallen off.
Yeah.
You'll learn how to clean up the swamps in
Big
Bayou
company.
Billy.
I remember Bayou Billy.
Clean up
How
the
to
swamp.
score big in
That was
Blades
the
of
first person,
Steel.
too.
This weird,
The way
like,
to beat
creepy
Dracula
ice cream.
in Castlevania.
Yeah.
And tips
Come on,
on
kids.
all 12 sports in track and field, too.
Oh, that game was just like just doing
Yeah,
the,
get a spoon. Do it.
To get the most from read the
This
cartridge
Game
manual.
Player strategy
Have some
tape is
experience
tips,
playing the
and
game.
playing
I forgot that.
strategies.
Maybe you pause
To
that.
get the
and then
most
get
from
to
this
why are
tape,
we even here?
We suggest you first read the manual that comes with the cartridge, and also have some experience playing the game. Good luck from the editors and game players at Game Players magazines.
Probably cost $20.
You're truly on your own with
Oh,
this
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We get the music.
I remember that game. A buddy of mine had that.
Yeah.
Kicks
Oh,
are
graphics
both
are
quick
pretty
and
good.
powerful.
Yeah.
Use them here and
Platoon?
stay in the corner.
We played Platoon on my show.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
We played Platoon all the time. It kind of looks like Bayou Billy.
It's a little bit like that.
Yeah. It's kind of the same.
Yeah.
This marsh is filled with ferocious alligators. Avoid them by walking in a zigzag pattern to the other side.
Which is actually how you escape alligators growing up in
Yeah.
Florida.
Is that true?
You have to zigzag because they can run fast, but they can't turn fast.
Oh,
One
so
of
this
these
game's
something
guys
from Bayou
forgot to
Billy.
put
Educational,
I learned
yeah.
it from.
When you get a chance, go ahead and
Was
kill
this like
him
Crocodile
first.
Dundee?
Also, don't
sort of?
overlook
It was
the
supposed to
ugly
be Crocodile
stick.
Dundee.
It's a
Yeah.
valuable
But like
weapon.
he's
Move over to this tree and you can have it made.
I guarantee.
I guarantee. So
all right.
now you're
It's sort of Pitfall-y with some Double Dragon
There's
mixed
some cool
in.
characters
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
And like half of these tapes would be like advice on the game, and the other half would just be how to play it at all.
Okay. I mean, but now you watch like a YouTube playthrough, so really nothing's changed that much. Or
Yeah.
Twitch, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that you have bullets. Like you're restricted on bullets.
Oh yeah.
That's a.
When you're on the bayou, you don't have much.
Oh, see, I've never been there, so I don't know these kinds of things.
Yeah, well, I guarantee.
I guarantee.
You,
This-
look at that,
you're
you go to
restricted
different
on
places.
bullets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is kind of a Spy Hunter kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on the road again.
You want to watch some more? You want to fast forward?
We can just fast forward.
Okay.
I just remember being so excited by these videos as a kid because, my parents didn't have money, so like we'd buy like 1 or 2 games a year. And so like this almost felt like I'm like, oh, I get to see like what the game's like and I can talk about it.
Yeah.
And what were video games to you growing up? Like what role did they play in your life? How important were they?
Substitute parents, substitute friends.
Okay.
Pretty important role.
Yeah.
They were also I like that we're now in New Orleans.
Yeah, now you're done.
Yeah.
You're on.
Just like you do in New Orleans, you have to
Bourbon
beat the
Street.
shit out of people.
That's right. Yeah.
A jazz
Jazz
bar.
bar. I don't know why.
Jazz bar.
Yeah, jazz bar.
Oh, you ever been to that on Bourbon Street?
Yeah.
Jazz bar.
Or that's in the Maroney, I think.
And look at
Keep a sharp eye out for any gunmen hiding in the windows.
They look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Did you need a gun for this one?
I think so. I have not played a whole lot of Bayou Billy.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched this video
The
in so long.
accelerator rides a motorcycle.
What systems did you have?
I had we were sort of a Nintendo family.
Yeah.
Game Boy, Nintendo, Super Nintendo.
We were too,
After
yeah.
a certain point, like when Genesis was sort of falling off, when like stuff like PlayStation was coming out, I did get a Genesis for like $60 and
Okay.
got like 3 or 4 games for it. But now I own everything. So I own Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. I have a bunch of VR helmets.
Right. Okay.
What's your favorite of all time from this era?
Favorite all time from this era is probably either like Mega Man
Yeah.
2, maybe Mega Man 6, because Mega Man 6 is sort of underappreciated. Maybe Castlevania 3. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? 3?
3's great.
Oh.
3 is great. 3 is what the
Difficult
cartoon...
games.
And 3 is what the cartoon's based on. Have you guys seen the
new
Netflix cartoon?
one?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it
Is
yet.
the cartoon any good on Netflix?
It's actually really good. It feels like an adult Saturday morning cartoon. So it's not like heavy on the sex, but it's really violent. But it feels like if you grew up watching like He-Man or anything like that, you watch it and you're like, oh, it's a Saturday morning cartoon.
Right.
That's cool.
Like characters sass each other, they blow things up, and they
Yeah.
move on.
Oh, nice. I found a cool part here.
All right,
please.
let's watch this.
Let's go.
Here's Pro Tip Hotline. Now you can hear the tips you want to know just by pushing a
1-800?
button on your telephone.
To hear this tip again,
Yep.
press 1. For another game
God.
tip, press 2.
I feel like I
For
called
our
these lines
classic
once,
tips, press
and my
3.
parents were so mad.
Each week, our Game Players
But they don't say
experts
anything like,
choose
"Ask
the
your
best
parents
hints
first."
and tips for
No,
3
this
hot
time you
games
didn't
for the
have to say
Nintendo
that.
Entertainment System.
Just call
Just
right now.
dial and select which
No
secrets
questions
you
asked.
want to hear. Every week, we'll change the games and the hints. Try it today.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh, there it is.
But don't forget.
But he didn't say that. The guy did.
Also, I like a play-to-win game tape from Signal Research.
It's official.
It's official.
Let's play some video games.
Let's play some video games.
Okay. So I think you got to switch over on the thing.
Yep.
See, now I don't know if I was just trying to be different, but I had the Sega Master System growing up.
Oh yeah.
Got it at Toys R Us, so I played games like Wonder Boy
Yeah.
and Astro Warrior.
Right.
The hidden game you could do to get the maze by twirling around.
Oh, yeah.
And so I have this, I think like people who didn't grow up with TV, you know, they just don't get references.
Yeah.
A lot of Nintendo references. I mean, I played at friends' slumber parties.
Right.
But I just feel like I missed out on that. You
Yeah,
know, I don't
of
know
course.
how to get the warp zones in
Right, yeah.
Mario. So, but that continued through Genesis, even to the Sega CD and all of Sega's missteps. I just continued to be, for some reason, fiercely loyal to Sega.
If you guys ever do an episode on Sega CD, that would be.
Yeah?
There's so many, because there's the Marky Mark game where you make a music video with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
There's Night Trap.
Night Trap I had. Yeah.
I remember when that came out, though. I was just like, I can't imagine graphics getting any better than this.
Yeah.
Like this is the pinnacle of
Yeah.
graphics.
Well, one time I got the Sega magazine, the official magazine that came out, I think in the Master System era.
Yeah.
And I remember calling a number and just asking I think it was the 1-800-900 number, and I just asked the lady, I had heard a rumor that there was going to be a game that looked like a cartoon,
Yeah.
like an animated looking game,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
Dragon's Lair, but for
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
home. And the lady had no idea what I was talking about. She goes, well, all our games are animated. And I'm like, no, you're not understanding. So I
Meanwhile, your bill's up to like $7.
yeah. It's like a $70 call for a non-answer.
So, all right. So what we got
what do you
here?
got?
Okay. So
Let's put the music on.
So this is a modded Super SNES classic. Usually when I do my live show Shit Arcade, I actually buy these cartridges. I own all these games, and I bring the console itself. But for the ease of us doing this, I just downloaded ROMs.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 Ninjas Kickback.
Whoa, based on the
I saw a
sequel.
Noid game over there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait. So Yo Noid, which is actually a Capcom game and not terrible, but just fascinating for being a Noid Void the Noid game.
I had the opportunity to buy a Noid costume for $50, and I did not take the opportunity, and I'm never
regret it to this day?
To this day. All right.
Wolfchild, which is just a generally bad game. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is terrible. Wayne's World is
I want to see
abysmal.
Wayne's World for sure.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters isn't bad, but it's fun. Mortal Kombat for the Game Boy is maybe one of the worst ports ever made. Little Nicky, which I actually found a bunch of them unopened, so I've done a bunch of Shit Arcade shows where I'm like, I take someone from the audience and I go, you get to open this game for the first time.
Wow.
Lawnmower Man, based on the also bad movie.
Yeah.
Hudson Hawk, based on the movie
Whoa.
Hudson Hawk. Baseball 2000, which is an early first-person shooter for the Super Nintendo. Bo Jackson, 2 games in 1.
Oh, baseball and
Baseball and football, neither of which is good.
And there's no team logos on that either.
No team logos. One of my favorite games that I usually bring this when I'm touring with it, and an audience hasn't seen it before, but Bill Laimbeer's Combat Basketball.
Oh, who's the bruiser from the
is
Pistons?
so fun. It's takes place in the future. Like, first of all, it's Bill Laimbeer's game, which is weird, but it takes place in a future where it's like a cyberpunk future where there's no rules. It's just hardcore basketball, except there are rules.
Of course.
So the whole thing is like basketball without rules, and then they'll be like traveling.
Right.
Beethoven, the Ultimate Canine Caper.
Oh man, I want to play them all.
Forever. So I'll let you guys play, and I'll just talk while you play.
I want to play the Noid game.
Well, wait, hey, real quick. I
yeah.
was at an estate sale in Queens,
Yeah.
or actually in Long Island.
Yeah.
And they had all these old Nintendo games,
Yeah.
and I just bought the ones that I thought were bad.
Yeah.
So I got American Gladiators here.
Beautiful.
This is, I don't know if you probably have all these, I would guess.
I have un-American Gladiators.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
And then I also brought I didn't know you'd bring these, but I got the Noid game.
The Noid game? Yeah.
And I have Hudson Hawk right here.
Oh, wow.
Because I found that it came with an old Nintendo system, which doesn't work that well, so I got to do a lot of blowing in cartridges and,
Oh, man.
Q-tip cleaning. But yeah, I got those games.
That's so nuts.
Yeah, this is probably the easier
Noid.
one.
Here, let me hand it over.
Okay.
You guys play. I'll talk.
I remember there was a 7-Up spot game, too.
Which is good.
Which was good? Okay.
Yeah. At least I remember being good.
Yeah, a tie-in that actually worked.
Oh, so it's kind of like a...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sort of Capcom-y.
I'm still pissed at you for not getting that Noid costume.
I know. I'm never going to forgive myself for that one. Can I go into the water or no?
Yes.
Oh, I can. I don't actually go into it.
Getting hungry. Steve, can you order a pizza? for us?
Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, Domino's specifically.
Who are the guys who are coming at me? Plumbers or?
I think that they're people who are pizza bakers who are upset that the Noid. No, I don't know. They look like they're like longshoremen.
Is he throwing like a pizza crust at you? Or at the bad guys?
I always thought it was a baseball, but I think that was just me as a kid assuming, like, not putting in work.
Right.
I just want to see.
Might be a yo-yo.
Oh, that's got to be
It's
it.
Yo-Noid, yeah.
Oh, Yo-Noid, yeah.
No, but there's no string attached to it. I guess they.
Well, they
It's a
can't
different
really do
time
a
then.
pixely.
Yeah.
And what am I picking up? Are those rolls of newspaper?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, everybody,
let's just go with that.
Everybody knows the rich backstory of Domino's,
Of
the
the
Noid
Noid.
mascot. You
What is
had
it?
you had to avoid him. That's the only thing anybody knew
all you
about.
knew.
But was he called the Noid because that's the fuck? How could I prevent that?
I like how you're getting actually pissed.
Yeah.
This is how you play video games normally.
I've thrown so many controllers in my life.
Oh, my God.
I got over my anger of because I had two younger brothers.
Yeah.
And they I couldn't play competitive games with them. So
You have siblings?
I have siblings. I have
Yeah.
a younger brother and an older sister.
Were you guys competitive?
Not really, because there's like enough of an age gap between each of us, but I do. One of my defining memories is my little brother is very good at sports games. He's very good at he plays a lot of like Madden and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Tecmo Bowl and all that.
And even though he's 4 years younger than me, he's better at. And one time I was in high school and we were playing football, and I'm not a football person, and I was winning. And I was so excited that I finally would beat my younger brother in a football game. And as I was kicking the last field goal, he kicked the Dreamcast just so the game would
so
crash.
There'd be no record of it?
Wow.
There's no reason to do that.
That was a me move right there.
And he's the little brother. It's not like I'm like, whatever, dork.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I interned at the show Mystery Science Theater, and it was like the last year during the Science Channel years.
Right, yeah.
And in the break room, there was PlayStation.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And Mike Nelson, the host and head writer, was the best at playing Ice Hockey 97.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
And so he was kind of undefeated. Anybody could go in and let me try Bill Lambiers.
Mm-hmm.
And so
You both can play that,
I
by the
played
way.
him.
Oh, wait, can we? All right.
And on a fluke won.
Yeah.
And he threw the controllers like stupid fucking game and rubber bands for new people. And I have never seen him actually get. I had never seen him get. Mild mannered Midwestern guy.
Look at those
But
graphics.
He was very mad.
This is also like very early Super Nintendo.
Oh, this is pretty good.
I like the music. Oh, font's great.
I also like in the future basketball is like all white.
Yeah. Don't see the Dennis Rodman of this team.
No. Single game, you do not want to start with.
We'll go
Two
beginners.
players, yeah.
See, this is I'm gonna.
That's just the way you're oriented.
Oh,
So
okay.
like you'll be going north, you'll be going south,
Got it.
or vice versa.
Yeah, I'm going down.
Yeah.
I can already tell I'm gonna get
There
genuine.
was a game called what was the robot football game?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I forget.
Because I had that one.
See, there's no rules in the future, but there's
You just had to
rules.
take it out of bounds?
Right.
Yeah.
Am I red or are you?
I'm blue. Oh wait, no. Maybe,
There are a lot of rules.
There's a lot of rules. So
maybe I'm not blue. Or maybe I am.
Okay. Oh, that's the way I want to go. The arrows.
Oh, I
going,
see.
right?
you really, yeah.
I'm gonna
How do I
zigzag
switch
like
to the
in
nearest
Billy.
player? Oh, there I go.
Oh, basket. A lot of
Lame.
people who played this on my live show, it takes them almost till the very end to score anything.
Seems like
Yes.
Also,
Oh,
No
bad
reason-
bounce
Oh, you should've
pass.
caught that.
Come on. How do you pass? All right.
I could not tell you if I wanted to.
yes.
Wait, I just jumped over him. Which one's Lambeer?
Who's he?
Okay.
There we go. See?
He inbounds it.
Beautiful.
Come on.
Okay, you can do this.
Come
with
on.
your weird... Also, there's so many design choices that just feel...
Yeah, it's this top-down view is not the ideal.
No.
One of these buttons have to be... Oh! Oh, look at that. Holy shit.
Is he floating?
I love that shadow of the ball that does not really follow the ball.
Oh, this is.
I had Buster Douglas
game.
boxing
Yeah.
for. Oh, great pass. Great inbound. Buster Douglas boxing is right after he beat Mike Tyson. And he's just like, let's cash in as quickly as possible. Come on, how do you shoot?
I think I had Evander Holyfield boxing on the Game Gear.
Oh, yeah.
And that was pretty rough.
I mean, no one's going to beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Right, no.
Uh-oh.
See, it's this game is so uniquely bad.
It's terrible.
It looks bad. All of the characters look the same with their weird like
yeah,
sci-fi.
you can't tell the difference.
It's tedious.
It's
there we go. This guy's fast. I don't know which is the shoot button.
I don't know, but you just stepped on a thing that I forget.
Power up or something?
Yeah.
Shoot the fucking. I'm pushing every button. Maybe you have to push 2 buttons at the same time?
I mean, I have played this many times.
Get Bill Lambier on the
never
phone.
figured it out.
Shoot a 3! I haven't. Oh, he passes
There we
it. Do not push the B. B is pass.
Okay.
I also like, one of my favorite tropes in sci-fi is the idea that like, it's the future, it's a dark future,
Right.
things are bad, but we still have basketball.
Yeah.
With a lot of rules.
With a lot of rules.
Alita Battle Angel, and like Steve and I watched that the other day. It's like, oh yeah, they're just playing some undefined game that involves rollerblading, you know?
Oh, the sci-fi futures love rollerblading.
Yeah.
Why would I pass it just to him?
And then I passed it back to you. All right.
This is the most frustrating game.
This is,
Can we play a different one?
Yeah,
this is worse than Noid.
I won 2-0.
Okay, here we go. Let me see. Why don't let's put on Wayne's World?
Yeah. We talked about Wayne's World.
Do you want to play Wayne's World?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, we do have a. Why don't you play? We have a Wayne's World movie here.
Oh,
It
beautiful.
might be right behind me. And the only reason we have it, we'll go ahead and start it. I'm gonna look for it.
It's Friday. It's 10:30. It's time to party. I'm your excellent host, Wayne Campbell, and this is Garth. Party on.
Just see how long this takes, by the way.
Okay.
Just wait for this intro.
Okay. All right. So far, it would have been entertaining.
So far, it would have been fun as a kid. Okay, now we're going to. Oh, this is when they do a bit. They do a bit before the game starts.
Okay.
Noah's Arcade earlier.
If you remember
this
Noah's
week.
Arcade from the movie.
Yep, that was Brian
10,
Doyle Murray.
Regarding Henry, the video game holds up as a joke.
Yep.
Bick's World of Goop.
Okay.
Adventures of the Potato People, Where's Our Stuff?
Uh-huh.
Toxic Timmy, the Nuclear Knob. Sputnik, the Boll Weevil, still going. Got 5 more to go.
Oh boy.
Every single time you play this game, you have to watch
Every
this.
time you play this.
Mike Myers and Dana Carver are just sitting down, burning the midnight oil, writing all these jokes.
Gord's Fun Time Checkers, Supersonic, the Lime Tick, which feels like an old nerd joke. You know when you see old jokes and you're like, oh, nerds used to think they were funny. Toxic Timmy 2, I'll waste you all. Oh my god.
Xanatar the Gelatinous Cube.
I thought they were going to be self-referential and say Wayne's World, the video game.
It really sucked. It was pale. Pale?
It was Bucket. I think they were like trying to create their own fetch.
Yeah, we were
playing a game of Xanatar saving some medieval villages, and then...
Yeah, I'd kind of get bored and get some Cheetos right now.
So you have to watch. You
have to watch.
I'd get some Gardettos.
Yeah. This is the start of the game. If you're like, hey man, come over, I got Wayne's World.
You'd have to fire it up before your friend got over there.
Right.
And by the time they got there...
Right.
Enough to want to spew. Anyway, we're standing around inside a video game and suddenly pulsating... Oh, they're giving you the backstory.
Right.
There I was alone.
Yeah, you have to enter a video game. Also this weird trope where you have to enter a video game that we don't do as much anymore.
Oh, the graphics are kind of NBA Jam.
It's all the controls.
They're a little NBA jammy.
Okay, these are all the controls for...
Yeah. Now, you are in the music store from Wayne's World. Yeah, if you remember...
Oh, the graphics are pretty good.
The graphics are pretty good, but if you remember in Wayne's World, they go to the music store to like look at the guitar. And you'll see it reference where it says no Stairway to Heaven, which means they watched the movie.
I died already. We're not
but
worthy.
there is no way to complete this level. I'm not saying that as a fact. I'm just saying that like.
I got through one. How do you get past these bagpipes?
You can shoot guitar chords at them.
According to this, if you hold the B button longer, you can jump higher.
Well, I just died in the exact same place.
Do not try this after eating the mystery meat.
There is a. Let me find the shoot button. There.
There you go. Yeah.
Shooting out musical notes.
Oh, so you can press the A button in order to activate a Schwing item. Press A to activate a Schwing item.
Again, how do I activate the Schwing item?
This is what
press A.
board games sound to everybody else.
Yeah,
this is again like you're like you need to go to your Schwing die.
Yeah, it's Charlie Brown's parents.
Right.
That's some sort of puzzle piece, or.
Okay.
So you want to have the most victory points, but if you have the most victory points, you need to go back. Like,
what?
Why?
Oh, they're explaining a board game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
What's the? Do you know where you have to go right now?
No. Well, I don't. I just not worthy. Well, I've had enough as a Wayne's World fan. I'm not.
All right, let's go to another one.
I'm not anymore.
The Schwing item, if possessed, is shown next to the above-mentioned stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember seeing a copy of Wolf Child in a bargain bin at KB Toys, and my friend going, "Wolf Child, never meant to be," and it made me laugh so hard. I just remembered that now.
But before we go on to the next one, here's Wayne's World, and it's Mom's Wayne's World.
That's her copy.
It's the only reason we have this
nice,
up here.
though. I feel like that's probably like a
Mom's
mom
Wayne's
was like in her like late 20s and like I love Wayne's World. Don't copy over.
Yeah, this is my copy.
This is my copy. You kids have yours. All right, so I think Beethoven's super fun.
Yes.
Beethoven, the Ultimate Canine Caper.
Yes.
I'll give this to you. Even if you're not familiar with the story of Beethoven, I think you can pick it up mid-series.
Okay. I'm not familiar with it. I've never seen it.
Beethoven is a big dog.
Charles Grodin is his master?
In some of them.
Okay.
I'd like a 5 to 10 minute vignette explaining the backstory before we get into it.
Okay, so your puppies have been stolen, and now you got to rescue Chubby.
Oh, that's dark.
Scene 1.
Like movie. Is Charles Grodin in this?
No.
Okay. All right.
Here we go.
Oh, I don't mind it.
Careful, the fence hurts you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, careful, the cats hurt you.
The cats.
How do I get the Schwing item?
Oh, no, you're thinking of
Oh, there's no
Wayne's
Schwing
World.
items
You're
in this
thinking of
one?
Wayne's World.
Careful, kids on skateboards hurt you.
Not sure about the scale of that skateboarder.
Okay, hold on. Let me explore all the buttons. Okay.
Ed shakes it off.
Yeah.
Where's Marty? Marty!
Oh, yeah, okay.
Marty's like, I'm done.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
he
out of
checked
this.
out a long time ago.
Apple hit me.
None of you guys are giving me
Oh,
food.
hold on. Beethoven died.
Yeah.
So what kind of comedians have you had on Shit Arcade?
We've had Anthony Atamanuik from President Show.
Yeah.
We've had Joe Firestone.
Oh, nice. Yeah, she was on here.
She's so great.
Yeah.
Ton of Christine Nangle, who has written on a ton of stuff. Roy Wood Jr. from Daily Show.
And people of different levels of experience
People
playing video games. Yeah.
And it's a good mix because sometimes people who are good at games, they don't observe the things that are the most absurd about it because you're like, yeah, this is how a game is.
It's a
This is what
platformer,
happens.
yeah.
Like,
oh, here we go.
We all know games, so you're like, oh, I jump up there and do that. And other people are like, why? So that's always a good mix. And then like you're surprised, like some people like know everything about games. Like when we had Roy Wood Jr. on, and I put on Platoon, he was like, oh, I own this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
How do I eat the bone? There we go.
Nice.
Oh, you can't.
There's random things that you don't know how they hurt you.
Do you think this game's winnable?
I'm sure it is. It just might be very hard.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is like you don't know what's gonna.
We're going long. We're not gonna end the show until you defeat and rescue one of your
I'm
puppies.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna. Okay.
I will say, if you listen to the music though, it is Beethoven.
Oh yeah, do 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 do. All right, that's pretty good.
There we go.
Yeah. That's the other thing is same again with what you guys with videos where there's some points when you're like, this is a cool thing.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Do you have one like holy grail that has eluded you, but you would love to find or get some?
I'd love to set up an Atari and do E.T.
Yeah.
And it's possible to do emulated, which I don't love doing on my live show, but I might at some point just break down and emulate.
Yeah. I did. My friend had that game, and
Yeah.
we just couldn't figure out. We fell in a pit and couldn't figure out how to get out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's
That's
the
it.
experience.
I had that. Yeah, I had that game too.
You get some Reese's Pieces, and then that was it. Wow.
Yep.
That was just like, it was making my stomach hurt.
It's so
actually.
frustrating. Yeah.
It was like, yeah.
It actually takes me back to, that level of anger takes me back to playing in 6th grade at our friend Tom's house, playing games and seeing you get that angry about that.
Oh, yeah. I'm not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like even when I play with my brothers still, I still have that like
RBI baseball.
that 11-year-old in me
You're like,
that's still getting mad. I'm good at repressing it, but like,
do it.
yeah.
It's not fair.
What do you think? One more, and then, or do we got to call it
I think
quits?
we got to wrap it up.
All right,
yeah.
we got to wrap it up. All right.
Mike, how can people find you online?
You can find me on Twitter at my name, at Mike Drucker, MikeDrucker.
All right, and then I want to see
and
your
also,
next Shit Arcade show,
please,
too.
please.
Yeah.
I was going to say, too, your Instagram is one of my favorites of all
thank you.
time.
Thank you.
You post a lot of pictures of you as a kid, and you're absolutely brutal to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Mike Drucker is dead.
Yeah, it's a great source of self-loathing. I love it.
It's so much self-loathing.
Oh,
That's
you've mastered self-loathing.
It's dead Christmas trees and me as a child.
So feel better about yourself and follow Mike on social media.
Please do.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. This was super fun.
It's awesome.
Wow, that was way too much video game playing.
Way too much yo-noid.
Yeah.
I remember after we shot that, Steve, I was like, what'd you think? He's like, you played yo-noid for a little too long.
So sorry about that. The show's mostly a footage show.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, but those video games, I forgot that there was even an audience watching. I just went into video game mode where I was just like, I just want to play it. I want to win Bill Lambier's basketball.
I know. Well, we'll have Mike Drucker back. Maybe we'll play some more games and watch some more videos.
But then we'll have Steve over there saying like, okay, wrap it up.
Yes.
Let's
we
stop
might need
playing
that,
Beethoven.
We need that because I think there was a moment where none of us were talking and we were just playing Wayne's World. So,
played Beethoven quietly.
But thanks to Mike Drucker. Let's open some of these clowns that you guys sent in.
This is a long show. We gotta. All right, look at this one. This one's from who's it from? I don't even know. But this is the return address. Is just a clown picture. All right.
This is from Pamela Z, who wrote Clown Doll Museum Charity Drive. Let me just say, this isn't for charity. We just want our name on a clown
The only one
doll.
coming out ahead here is the Clown Museum.
Look at how this. It was set like this, I guess, to protect the head. Let's reveal this.
I think we should send it as it.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
clown,
yeah, that's a clown.
Okay.
Thanks. This is number 9. We're up to 9.
Okay, look at this. Fisher Price jalopy with a clown
10.
on it. Yeah.
Wow, that one's great. I like that.
Bobbles.
A
Yeah. And also look at. Oh, this is genuinely great. Look at this. Bozo, the world's most famous clown video.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we'll pop that in. I love Bozo.
I hope there's the live action part too, and not
it says
just
live action.
animated. Okay, cool.
Bozo capers. Yeah.
This
send
is
Bozo in person.
Looks
All
like
right,
somebody
thank
sent
you.
us this from eBay to Found Footage Festival LLC. Oh, we're up to what? We're up to 10. So we're up to 11 and 12 here.
Nate and Jess from Grafton, Wisconsin. Some Wisconsin.
We
people.
might have we might outdo ourselves and be able to like get a huge wing at the Clown Doll Museum.
I still want to take a Barbie doll and paint a Barbie doll, paint a clown face on the Barbie doll.
Do it in the plane on your way back from
I'll do
Los
that.
Angeles.
Yeah.
Here's what are we at? 12. All right, so we need 3 more to get our own shelf at the Clown Doll Museum.
Thank
you
The
for
wife
these.
and I are big fans. We've been watching since Volume 2. Enjoy the tapes, Nate and Jess. Okay, cool. They sent this Goatman. I don't know what Goatman is. But...
Okay.
Oh, J. Nathan Couch's new book, Goatman.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
well, thank you.
awesome. Thanks.
This one is from, I'm not sure, but...
this is Barbara Walters and Christ Nuts.
Oh, that's good.
That's kind of cool.
13, little moon here. Thank you for this.
Oh, look what's in here. A Bob Klein that I've never seen before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can
Tape
you,
is broken. Maybe you can fix it. Bought it for the cover. It's a Bob Klein I've never seen before. Holy shit. Look at this. That is a fantastic Bob Klein.
I know you're excited about Bob Klein, but I just want to tell everybody watching there in TV land that we have gotten to 14, 15, 16 clown dolls now.
Oh, yeah?
That, we have made the Clown Doll Museum. Oh, just lost one.
Here's
but there's more.
Okay, lots of old guys telling coonhound stories. And it's called Horse Trading, Tobacco Chewing, and Coon Hunting, Volume Number 1.
Oh, wow.
And look at that cover. Oh, that's going to be on next week for sure. Look at that cover.
Whoa,
It's
we hit
frightening.
the mother load here. Don't get distracted by videos. This is a video game
yeah,
and
yeah.
clown show from now on. This is number 17.
Yeah.
This has its own stand. Oh wow!
This
thank
one's
you. This is from Ryan.
This one's from Doll and Plush Items. So I wonder if somebody ordered it from this
Probably.
company.
Yeah.
And
This is from Canada. Let me open this one.
Oh wow!
Thank you.
God, this
you
is
guys
the
really
best job.
delivered.
This is the best job in the world, isn't it? We just
Yeah.
get to open up boxes of like. There's a shitload in here. There's a shitload of clowns in here.
Yeah, and yeah, no one's watching, but I mean,
They turned off after Yo Noid.
This is just the best job for us.
We get to play Yo Noid. We should have a Yo Noid episode every single show.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called, Yo Noid?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what the.
Okay, here's this one. Look at this one.
Oh.
I wonder who sent this. There should be. There's so many in here.
Please identify yourself if you put in a
Oh,
clown.
these are like the ones that look like babies, like baby clowns.
We got to be up to 20 now.
These are like actually good clowns, I think.
How can you tell?
Who what?
Yeah, please. No, I mean we'll keep sending them to the museum.
Yeah. No, what? Under different names.
Sure.
You know,
yeah, we
like
can get a
under the
bunch of
Harvey
it.
Sid Fisher Foundation or something like that.
Oh, we got a private note here.
Oh, cool.
Here's one for you.
I mean, there's just too much. Like, look at the baggies.
Oh, I think this is Canadian candy.
We should ask for our own wing.
Wow,
Look at
vegan
this.
Canadian candy.
We should just ask for our own wing from.
Here's Mr. Big Bar
here.
for you. Some ketchup chips all the way from Canada. Thank you so much, guys. Wow.
Okay, here's.
What did we do to deserve this apart from playing Yo Noid?
Bill Lambeer's basketball for way too long.
Wow, thank you guys. This is some Wonder Woman stuff. Great penmanship.
Okay.
Ginny Porter, thank you.
Oh, this person said a letter and bullet points. Did I ever mention that I love bullet points?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I do love bullet points, so nice. Treats from Canada, a clown for the collection. My brother recommended your show. I binged it when I was recovering from surgery, not bunion surgery, she says.
Good.
And she spelled bunion the correct way.
Good.
It was
onion.
awesome, the show, not the surgery. Please come to Winnipeg.
Okay.
We've done Winnipeg before.
We played once
yeah,
before,
right.
yeah.
It's just it's so isolated out there. It's hard to get to.
We drove through flooding and ice once to
Yeah.
play there, yeah.
Anyway, please enjoy these treats. In addition, okay, cool. Thank you,
Thanks,
Ginny.
Ginny.
Yes,
Look at this
so
one.
many. Yes.
This one is probably my favorite decorated one. Matt Walsh, one of the founders of the Upright Citizens Brigade, sent this in. I think it's a different Matt Walsh, but
look at this.
I don't know how to open it.
Look at this.
Oh God.
It's really heavy too. Like, look at oh, that's just wrong.
I don't know
We're
how to.
gonna get a light on this camera here because I think it gets a little dark down here.
Abigail Walsh.
We add that
I think
to
you got to open it from the bottom.
Huh?
Oh yeah, here we go. Yep. I think this is our last box of clowns. Unless you have more.
Oh no, this is Nate and Just Couch from Graph. Oh, you know what? They're sending videos though, so I think that's it for clowns on my side.
All right.
Also, I'm going to plug this thing. Goatman,
Okay, yeah.
Flesh or Folklore. It's a new book. Goatman, Flesh or Folklore, and this guy clearly has good taste. You should check it out because he sends us cool shit.
The Walshes.
Eddie Eagle.
Whoa,
An
Eddie Eagle.
An Eddie Eagle stuffed animal.
That's the video produced by the NRA starring Jason Priestley.
Yes.
Holy
shit, that's going up back there.
Yeah.
That's going back there. Thank you, Jay Nathan.
Well, the Walshes outdid themselves here. This might be one of the most disturbing clowns. And also, the shoe fell off, so we just have a kind of a half barefoot.
Let's duct tape it on.
Yeah. All right.
Oh wait! Oh wait! I just look at this one. They sent this one. He's on a little weird bike. And does he have a trumpet? Yeah, he has a trumpet.
Oh man!
It just keeps getting better.
Looks like they sent us some home movies here. So this is
Holy shit! Do we not have the best fucking fans?
Wow! Great boxes.
God damn it!
Thank you so much. So we'll leave you for until next week, but we are going to send in these clowns to the Clown Doll Museum. I'm going to send them tomorrow, and we'll say.
Wait, I need to. I still need to paint a Barbie doll face with clown painting.
All right, go ahead. Work on that craft project.
No. Let's present the box that we're going to send next week.
Okay, so
because
we'll show the box.
Sally on the message boards was saying that she wanted to. She's like, don't send them off now. I have one that's coming. So there's still some coming.
All right, we'll hold off till next week.
So Tuesday, we'll show them the package and
Okay.
everything, and
All right.
show some highlights.
All right, so maybe so hopefully we'll have at least 2 shelves for VCR Party. And thank you so much for
Eddie Eagle's staying, though.
your clown generosity.
Some people said that they wanted this to stay too, so maybe we'll keep this one here as a
Sure.
reminder of our clown times.
Yeah, if we have extras, so
Yeah.
I think we do.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and I'm going to leave you with the credits to Secret Video Game Tips. A reminder, if you're a $10 patron, you're going to get an EP mode of us watching Kirk's 40th birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, here's Advanced Craps real quick.
Saturday.
Oh boy, too many clowns.
Oh, careful.
Here's Advanced Craps. Look at the guy. Look at the guy, what he's doing with his hands.
Oh, yes.
We'll end it there. Thank you, JD.
All right, thanks, everybody.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right, bye. That's all. That's it.
It may take you up to 2 hours to do this. But when you take a game out of the cartridge with the machine on, you know how when it starts to blink? What you're going to want to do is with the machine on, lift the game up almost to the point where it's going to start blinking. You do not want it to blink. Once you get to that point, you want to push down. If you've done it correctly, you'll see that your score has been messed up.
This isn't right, because I just got done. I didn't go all the way up the wall. So I can't say disappearing.
You play back, buddy?
You didn't go all the way up? I didn't go all the way up, and I went up the wall and fell, and just pushed the button and fell. I just remember that right when I was...
Incredible. I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Can you do this? Can you do this? Try.